Since the earliest inklings of civilization, humanity has gazed with wonderment and curiosity into the boundless ocean of stars above, pondering the timeless question, could we be alone in the vast cosmos? Cultures across the globe and throughout the ages have mythologized perplexing sights in the heavens, drawing meaning from anomalous aerial phenomena. Often, these unexplained occurrences were interpreted as divine omens or messages from heavenly beings. We will embark on a journey exploring some of the most captivating cultural myths, artifacts, records, and lore that speculate extraterrestrial visitations and encounters on Earth since antiquity. Prehistoric cave art etched onto stone sometimes depicts unexplained phenomena, like disc and dome-shaped objects floating in the skies, hinting at early reverence for aerial anomalies. Complex structures like the astronomical calendar of Stonehenge, whose construction began over 5,000 years ago, track celestial cycles and alignments, suggesting ancient peoples studied the heavens intently for ritual purposes. In ancient India, the sacred Hindu Vedic scriptures known as the Puranas contain mystical sections composed over many centuries describing incredible flying vehicles called vimanas. These accounts narrate in great technical detail the construction and power sources of different vimanas, including one named the Pushpaka Vimana. This massive double-decked saucer-shaped craft could supposedly hold hundreds of passengers and transport staggering amounts of cargo across tremendous distances at high speeds. Vimanas were sometimes depicted fighting furious battles in the skies over ancient India, employing fantastical-sounding energy weapons and seeming like something from a science fiction epic. The influential Greco-Roman philosopher Plutarch, who lived from 45 to 125 CE, recorded a mystifying account in his famous written works about deserters from the heavens who supposedly came to Earth in its distant past. His account describes these enigmatic celestial visitors mating with indigenous humans, giving rise to a strange race of enormous giants and lending itself to imaginative ancient astronaut theories about possible extraterrestrial human interbreeding. During Japan's 12th century, multiple astronomers and chroniclers reported mysterious bright lights, repeatedly appearing in the night sky over Kyoto for many successive nights. Residents believed these inexplicable luminous objects were linked to the powerful Taira clan and saw them as an ominous celestial omen portending future events. Several accounts state that the famous samurai commander Minamoto no Yorimasa shot arrows at the puzzling lights to dispel them, but the objects moved erratically through the air, as if alive before fading away. In the Irish Annals of Clonmacnoise, a chronicle of medieval Irish history, records under the year 1408, a perplexing sighting of an apparent flying vessel at the Clonmacnoise Monastery writes that a ship appeared above for 1 hour, floating in the sky over the monastical city much faster than the swiftest flight of an eagle, to the great astonishment of the townspeople. This account is remarkable considering flight technology was still over 400 years in the future. Was it just a fanciful rumor, or did the writers genuinely witness something that they interpreted as otherworldly? Unfortunately, we can only speculate about this medieval Irish anomaly. Like many of the other accounts we highlight today, it's more about their viewpoint of the matter and what they are able to imagine and conceptualize with their given information at the time. The preeminent Renaissance polymath Leonardo da Vinci, known for his groundbreaking artworks and scientific genius of his day, recorded first-hand observation of an extraordinary unknown aerial object over Italy in one of his personal notebooks from 1504. He wrote about a luminous orb appearing suddenly in the sky over a valley near Florence, precisely documenting its size, hovering motions, and the beams of light it emitted before it shot away at tremendous speed, utterly baffling onlookers below. Da Vinci pondered whether the mysterious object was a natural atmospheric phenomenon, an unknown man-made device, or something beyond explanation. Another fantastical tale from medieval Japan involves warlord Oda Nobunaga, who was known for his ruthless conquest to unite Japan in the 1500s. According to legend, his general Toyotomi Hideyoshi possessed an incredible plasma weapon that could launch spheres of blazing fire from his fortress's towers to obliterate targets, foreshadowing futuristic energy-based technology that would seem miraculous in medieval times. Now, these stories are obviously very fanciful and did not occur as they describe, but they illustrate humanity's boundless imagination when faced with the unknown at the time. What else could we be doing the same with today? A prominent theme is that of wise visitor beings, bringing knowledge and enlightenment to humanity. This manifests in the fish-cloaked divine beings who gifted wisdom to the Sumerians, the celestial deity Quetzalcoatl who brought science to the Aztecs, the sky ruler Viracocha who taught the Incas, and the enigmatic watchers from heaven who bestowed forbidden knowledge according to ancient Hebrew texts. Similar luminous phenomena, seen as flying glowing crafts, spheres of light, flashing chariots, and even floating cities, recur in the myths and records of vastly diverse cultures, from the Sanskrit Vedic epics of ancient India to indigenous tribal accounts in Africa to petroglyphs of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization. This spanning of vast gulfs of time and space points to humanity's collective experience, grappling with perplexing aerial anomalies beyond ready explanation throughout history. The common impulse across civilizations to culturally frame such mystifying phenomena as divine messengers indicates our ancestors' openness to finding meaning from cosmic realms. Consistently interpreted unexplained heavenly sightings as communications or portents from spiritual sources, hinting at innate cognitive wiring seeking transcendence. Rational Renaissance figures like Leonardo da Vinci, when confronted by confounding aerial events, grasped for cosmic explanations. Even in the present-day puzzling events spur speculation about otherworldly visitors. For example, in 1947, an unusual crash of unidentified debris near Roswell, New Mexico, led to sensational theories about a possible extraterrestrial spacecraft, compelling many UFO researchers despite government insistence it was a weather balloon. In 1967, police officer Lonnie Zamora responded to a local dynamite mine where he witnessed a shiny oval craft lift off. The trace evidence in the credible witness account left experts confounded. That same year, amateur astronomer J.A. Hynek coined the famous phrase, "close encounters of the third kind," referring to reported physical contact with ET intelligence. As recently as 2004, the USS Nimitz events involved advanced technical footage of unsettling aerial phenomena exhibiting physics-defying behaviors, recorded by U.S. Navy personnel off the California coast. The credibility of the data source revived discussion about unexplained objects. Interestingly enough, polls consistently show a third of Americans believe UFOs could be alien spacecraft. This persistence of extraterrestrial hypotheses illustrates humanity's fascination with life from distant worlds, remains powerfully ingrained in our mindset. Our civilization may still await definitive proof, but the possibility of space remains wide open. With a modern understanding of astrobiology and the conditions required to support life, scientists can postulate where, in the cosmos, life may exist using established principles, building blocks of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur that compose terrestrial biochemistry are abundant throughout the universe. With a small subset resembling conditions on early Earth and potentially possessing liquid water, the study of extremophiles has expanded what we define as a habitable zone. With microbial life thriving in extreme environments on our own planet, major areas of focus in the search for extraterrestrial life include our solar system, neighbors like Mars, and certain moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Rovers have found geological evidence. Mars once hosted rivers and seas billions of years ago, leaving the possibility microbial ecosystems could remain dormant underground. The icy moons Europa and Enceladus harbor vast subsurface oceans that may be populated by novel forms of life. Sophisticated instrumentation, like NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, will analyze exoplanet atmospheres for chemical signatures only explained by biological processes like oxygen. Meanwhile, research on Venus aims to understand if its acidic, high-temperature atmosphere could support microbial balloons or clouds, though discovering another biosphere remains an immense technological challenge. Some scientists estimate our Milky Way galaxy harbors tens of billions of habitable planets. You see, if even a small fraction hosts life, then astronomical odds suggest civilizations should exist throughout the cosmos. Whether primitive microbial mats or advanced spacefaring races, mounting evidence implies Earth may not be the only abode of life in the universe. On the horizon, new discoveries from robotic emissaries and ambitious programs like SETI continue narrowing the unthinkable gap between life here and life out there. Our journey through time highlighted a selection of the most compelling artifacts, myths, and historical accounts that demonstrate humanity's persistent fascination with the heavens and our speculation about extraterrestrial civilizations permeating our history. While easy to dismiss as fanciful imaginings of an alleged primitive man today, These stories offer meaningful insight into humanity's collective imagination and our innate yearning to unlock cosmic mysteries. Thank you for watching.